Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I have brought out for today's video the CZ527 7.62 by 39. We're going to shoot it here at 100 yards and try a couple different ammos. We've most recently been shooting the Howa Mini in 7.62 by 39, and let's see how this one compares. We fired I've got a couple older videos on this one. The first one of which we were shooting Full Metal Jacket Monarch stuff from Academy, and I believe it did pretty good with that. Better than it did with the 154 grain stuff that was on that second video. So I've got some lighter bullets, soft points, and polymer tip stuff, so let's get going. Well, I'm all set up here. You've probably noticed that my front bag is different. This rifle, using my other front rest, is real wobbly. This rest holds it nice and steady, so I'm going to try this because I need all the help I can get, and it's a windy day today also, so we're just going to see how we do and hope for the best. And we're going to start out shooting the Wolf Military Classic 124 grain right there. I don't know. I'm on a different lens. I'm on the kit lens that came with this camera just because I can get it closer. So anyway, all right, we're gonna start out shooting the Wolf 124 grain Military Classic. There we go. And then we're gonna move on to the Sabre Blade Black Tip. I don't think they make this stuff anymore, and I believe it was made for Palmetto by Hornady, and it looks very suspiciously like the stuff we shot out of the Hornady Black with the red polymer tip we shot out of the Howa, except this is steel case with a black polymer tip, but 123 grain on that. So we'll start out with the Wolf though. I ran a bunch of patches through this bore last night, so we'll see how the first group does, and hopefully after that it will tighten up even more with the Wolf. But while we're at it, before we go any farther, let's check the trigger weight on this. This has the a set trigger on it, so we can push the trigger forward and click it, and it will lighten it up tremendously. So let's get some readings with it normal first. That was 2 pounds, 2.5 ounces. I'll read them off in case the camera doesn't grab them. Two pounds, 8.7 ounces. And let's get another one. 2 pounds, 7.3 ounces. So pretty decent trigger as it is. Let's reset this. And with it in the set position, that lightens it up to 9.1 ounces. Let's do it again. 6.2 ounces. And one more. That one was 13.4 ounces for some reason. Twice as hard on the pull, but still under a pound. So there we go. We'll fire a few of these with the trigger in just the standard position, and then we may do the last group with maybe we'll do 4 groups, 2 with the trigger in the normal position and 2 with them in the set position. We'll see what we do. We'll play it by ear here, but we're going to start with the Wolf. And we got 3 in there. Better grab my ears. We will shoot the center, and it is very windy, but I wanted to get out here and shoot anyway. All right. Here we go, and I'll read off the velocities too, but you'll see them on the camera. 2576. $25.56. $25.59. Okay. I think we got a couple in the same hole there. Not bad. Okay. Barrel is already warming up. Those are scooting along pretty good. Man. Well, you guys already know what it is down there. It might, from here it looks like that might be an inch group, but I'm only running a 7-power scope on here, 2 to 7. So, nice. I'm okay with that. Okay. This is a new box. All right, those 3 shots, we got one left. Those 4 shots were from a previous box of the same stuff, but I'm going to I want to keep the boxes consistent here and just do the video filming with what's coming out of the same box. So, okay, and that is just a hair high at 100 yards. So that is, man, that's looking nice for. I'm going to leave it right there. Inch and a half high at 100 yards. Okay, maybe this time we'll set the trigger this time. Barrel's okay. All right. Let's continue and set the trigger and shoot the lower left target. Okay. Well, that I think that box was running a little slower than the previous. Seems like the other 3 were in the 2,500 feet per second, and this box is in the 2,400 feet per second. All right, let's do one more group. See how warm it. Oh, she's getting warm. All right. Yeah, these groups are much nicer with this big goofy sandbag. But man, it really cradles that rifle. It cradles it and keeps it from moving. The Howa did not care for these Wolf 124 grain cartridges. We were getting, if I recall, 1.5 inch groups, 1 3/4 inch. Heck, there might even been some 2-inch groups in the mix, but the CZ at least cradled better, likes them just fine. My plan is to shoot the steel case stuff out of the CZ and pretty much do hand loads out of the Howa, or if I acquire any, factory brass ammo, shoot that out of the Howa. All right, I think we're cool enough. Let's do one more group, and let's not set the trigger this time. So let's shoot that lower right. Okay, that was a little faster. All right, well, there we go. Okay, well, a little more practice with the trigger in the not set position. It is a single stage trigger. I kind of prefer the 2-stage, but hey, it's still all right. So let's let that barrel cool down. I'm going to go reset that target, and we're going to move on to the Sabre blade. Let's reset this. What do we have here? 123 grain. Okay, let's move on to the Sabre blade black tip. Pull another one of these out. Okay. AAC, what was that? American Ammunition Company, Palmetto State Armory, made by Hornady. And I don't think they make these anymore. I found an outfit online that had a bunch of this stuff, and I believe they were selling it for like $9 or $10 a box. So I bought, I think I bought 10 boxes, 5 or 10. I either bought 100 or 200, I don't remember. It might have only been 100 rounds of this stuff, 5 boxes perhaps, but when I started looking for more, couldn't find it anywhere, so I don't think they make it anymore. So hopefully, if it does really good, I'll be saving this. Honestly, anything I've shot out of this is more than sufficient for hunting, so I'm not really that concerned. All right, well, let's give this a shot. The barrel is mostly cool. We're just a tiny bit warm, but we've got the sun on us, and it's a warm day, so I'm not going to do the set trigger for the first group. Why not? Let's do the set trigger for the first group. These are supposed to be traveling at 2375 feet per second. It's what the box says the velocity is. $24.42. $23.70. $24.84. Do we have? I see three. I see 3 shots, but I only see 1 hole. What the heck? Are these? Is that me? Did I only hit it once? Okay, I got to run down and take a look at that, guys. It kind of has me excited here. Holy cow! I'm gonna be right back. I got to go check this out. Still got my audio on. I'm gonna go down and check that out. Crossing my fingers. I hope I got three holes down there. Yes! 3. Boom, boom, boom. That is perfect. Oh, man. Yes! That's awesome. Yes. Oh my God. That was crazy. That is what I like to see. Oh my gosh. Well, oh. There we go. Okay. 24.84, so we are even going faster than advertised. And man, I'm gonna have to find I'm gonna find some more of this stuff apparently. Golly, I wish I had bought more than the 5 or so boxes that I ended up buying. Dang. All right, I knew this old girl had it in her. Let's go. Set trigger makes a huge difference, but I'll shoot this next group without setting the trigger, and we'll see how well I can do, or how much worse. We'll see how much worse my groups are. Here we go. Higher. Jeez. Well, those are pretty close too. Those are pretty darn close without setting the trigger. So that's just how much better that ammo is than the Wolf. The Wolf, totally sufficient for hunting, but man, this is crazy. Barrel is nice and toasty now. Let's let it cool. We'll fire off one last group of this stuff, and I'm gonna get online and try and find some more. Okay, it's a little on the lukewarm side, and I am just itching to try this last group. All right, let's finish this up, see how she does. All right. Oh man. Well. Oh yeah. It just takes finding ammo. Ammo your stuff likes. Right there. Okay. I'm gonna go grab that target. We'll take a closer look. Man, I'm sorry. You probably see me looking over here. I'm still not used to, after all this time, not looking at the screen. So, all right. I'm going to go grab that target. We'll take a closer look. I'll be right back. All right. Here's what we started out with. Wolf Military Classic 124 grain soft point. This stuff is actually really great. I mean, not bad at all. That was the first group. Did not do the set trigger in the default position. I mean, it's doing all right. And then I set the trigger. It tightened the group up. What do we have? We have 1.5 inches. Is that I don't know. You can see right there. Not a bad group. That might be just a hair over 1 inch. And then we have an inch group there. On the diagonal there, it might be just a hair over 1 inch also. I don't know what happened here. The barrel, I had let it cool down for a few minutes. It was just lukewarm, but still, you know, 100 yards, that's a dead deer. It's a dead anything. Yeah, and that was with the Wolf 124 grain. This is the stuff, I shot 3 deer with this a couple years ago with this stuff. I mean, and they dropped where they stood. I actually got a lot of respect for that ammo. But, oh my goodness. Sabre blade black tip. I mean, this is some gritty, this is a gritty steel case, but my goodness. Set trigger. Did not set the trigger. We got 3 there. And then I set the trigger on the last one, and we got another, you know, ragged holes again. Holy cow. My goodness. And I did not adjust the scope, for those of you who've commented on such, because it's already sighted in for my Wolf, and I've got a crap ton of this stuff. So I'm going to leave it ready to go for this. And then this is going to be, after my Wolf runs out, I know what I'm going to use. I am done shooting this until until my Wolf is gone. And then I'll adjust the sights then. But we've got other ammo to try. I've got the white box hollow points, the HP hollow points, I think they call it. Got some Barnell and some, you know, brown bear, golden bear, that stuff. So I don't need to do any adjusting right now because we've got more stuff to shoot. But let's hop back in front of the camera. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for the video on the CZ527. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. All it took was finding ammo that she liked. I knew, I had a gut feeling about that black tip Sabre stuff. Once I saw it, and I'm like, man, that looks a lot like some sort of a version of the Hornady Black But yeah, with the black tip instead of the red. And holy cow, that blew my expectations away. I wasn't expecting it to do that good. That's the absolute best groups I have ever shot out of this. I was starting to be a little concerned after the wolf shot, you know, 1.5 inch, 1.25 inch groups. That last one was probably a 2-inch or more group. I was a little concerned, but I am glad we found the ammo that this one likes. I'm gonna look online for some more of that stuff, because after I bought it, I thought I might want to maybe get some more of that. I hadn't even shot it yet, and I was thinking that, and now I know I want to, but I don't think it's made anymore, so I may be out of luck. So anyway, yeah, looks great. I love this stuff. I love this rifle so much, and after it appeared the Howa outshot it, I was kind of sad. I was like, oh no, my girl, no. But the CZ has redeemed herself. After handling it and liking how it feels much better than the Howa, but seeing the Howa shoot much better than this with the hand loads, at least, I was starting to worry, because I love this rifle. But after shooting that Sabre blade black tip, mwah, love her. Okay. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. The last time I looked today, we were at 22,999 subscribers. So we are on the rise. My goal is to hit 30. The next milestone for me is 30,000. I'd like to get that here by the end of the year, perhaps. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know. But like growing the channel, like making the videos. I like it when things shoot nice. I've got a lot more stuff to shoot. Got a lot of stuff to shoot. So just got to get the time to do it now that it's turning summer, staying lighter longer, nicer weather. I'm hoping to get a backlog of videos to get in the queue over the winter. After I fired up the channel again, I had only been able to do a video or two at most on a weekend, and that was even depending on weather. So hopefully in the summer I'll be able to film a lot more and get a log, and hopefully my goal is to start releasing like 2 videos a week, like, you know, Wednesday and a Sunday, or a Wednesday and a Saturday, Thursday and a Sunday, something like that. I don't know exactly, but that's the goal. 2 videos a week is what I want to plan on doing, but I got to get a backlog, and with the nicer weather, I'll be able to queue up videos. And when the rifle behaves like this, it makes it much easier. So anyway, want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please subscribe. Please watch the whole video. And there we go. Don't have anything else to say other than I'm proud of the old girl. She's got my faith again. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.